Hey, what is up YouTube? Today's video is going to cover installing a custom map, Minecraft map from planetminecraft.com. We're going to cover every step from downloading it, transferring it to our Minecraft server, which is on a Linux machine running Java. And we're just pretty much going to cover every step of the way so you could go ahead and play these maps with either by yourself or with your friends. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so obviously the first step is go ahead and download that map. So for today's example, we are going to download the Dropper. For those that are not familiar, it is a pretty popular map that was built about 10 years ago, maybe even more. I think it says it down here. No, 10 years ago exactly. So we're going to go ahead and download this. So the first thing we got to do is go ahead and head over to the download link. Be careful of this link here. It does say downloadable map, but it does have a lot of ads and I can never even get to the download link. So I wouldn't even click on that. Click on this right here. It'll open up MediaFire. Go ahead and download it using this link right here. I already have it on my desktop, so I will head over there now. But before I do so, or before we transfer this to our Linux machine, I would like to highlight a website called virustotal.com. So for those that are not familiar with this, you can go ahead and upload files to make sure that there are no viruses. I would say go ahead and do this with any map that you download that you are unsure about, because more often than not there is some kind of virus or some kind of malware attached to that file, and this will kind of just help you have a better feeling about what you're downloading, so you know you're not downloading any tracking or adware, spyware, or anything like that. So all you got to do, download it, drag it over, and that's pretty much it. It will tell you exactly what it finds based on the various sources. You could even go into details to make sure that the zip file was opened. Along the bottom you'll see that it has all the files, 91 files, directories. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But that is definitely an important step when you go ahead and download these maps. Be careful what you're downloading. Alright, so the next step is we are going to transfer this to our Linux machine. So another way, instead of having to transfer it maybe via I don't know, a file share or anything like that, we'll go ahead and copy this link one more time, and then we will right click and copy link address. I already have my Minecraft server open in an SSH terminal using PowerShell. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. This video will not cover setting up SSH or the Minecraft server. It is simply covering the installation of a custom map to your Minecraft server that already exists and how to get that up and running. So I already have a YouTube server folder or directory. We're going to get those files that we were just looking at here by using wget. I'm going to paste that link. Now if we use ls to list out the contents of that directory, we have the zip file here. So let's go ahead and clear the screen. We're going to use unzip. We're going to tab to auto select that file. We're going to unzip that file to this directory. It has two directories, English and French. So what we want to do here, what I like to do is I'm just going to go ahead and, well, for one, we could just do remove -rf, and we'll just get rid of the French because that doesn't need to be here. And then let's go ahead and rename the other one because we also don't need that to be here as well. And we're going to just name it Dropper. I actually did say that I won't be covering the whole step of setting up the Minecraft server, but since it is a different version, I might as well just go through the process. It is fairly quickly, so I will do so now. Alright, so head over to files.minecraftforge.net. Find the Minecraft version on the left hand side. We are looking for a 1.5. You go over to 1.5, you're missing the installer. 1.5.2 works just as good. Go ahead, click installer. Along the top, it's going to give us a few seconds before we could get that link. Once that link comes up, we're going to go ahead again and copy that link address. Right click, copy link address, go over to our SSH terminal. Let's go ahead and wget the or paste the link, wget. Perfect. So now we have that jar file, so we'll go ahead and clear this out. As I said in plenty of videos before when I cover this stuff, is that we could go ahead, java-jar forge list out the help file for this jar, and you can see we have an install server option. So obviously for a server that does not have a GUI interface, a graphical user interface, we'll go ahead and use that option. So let's go ahead and hit jar again. Make sure you do the uppercase S, as I missed that up a few times. Let that run. Alright, so after a minute or two, go ahead and list out the contents again. We can see we have a few more files. The one that we are concerned about is going to be the Minecraft server. So if we go ahead and run Java again, -jar Minecraft server, it should create itself, but then it's going to cancel out saying that we have to agree. Actually, I'm not sure if this is the case on 1.5.2, and it is not. Let's go ahead and cancel out real quick. I probably should have stopped the right way. Now you see we have a few more files. Let's go ahead into the server.properties file. I'm using Vim. You could use Nano or any other text editor that you would like. I'm going to use the / to search, and we're going to look for port, which is right here, server port 25565. You go ahead and change this if you want. This is the default Minecraft server port, and that's pretty much it. That all we want to do here. Well, not really. Let me go ahead and go back once more. So as you can see here, we have a world folder that was generated with running this command right here the second time. So this went ahead and generated us a new world. So let's go ahead and remove that, because we don't want to use that world. We want to use the dropper world. And then we're going to go back into our server.properties. And then we're going to look for level name. And we want to change this to the exact name of the folder that we had specified earlier. And it should be dropper with a capital D, which is right here. And then now if we run that Java, let's go ahead and clear this out real quick. We can go ahead and run this Java command here, and then we will spin it up. But actually, let's specify java-jar, the Minecraft server, and that is done already. So let's stop it real quick just so I can show you that it is now not creating a world folder. It is directly pointed to the dropper folder. So now if we go ahead and start that server up again, don't use the minimum and maximum, just ignore that ever even happened. And let's pull up Minecraft and see if we can join this server. One more thing that I do have to point out, actually, so you guys understand what address to connect to. I am not highlighting this over a public net. I am only showing it on a private net. So we go ahead and go to ifconfig, and we're going to connect to this IP address here. And the port number that I specified earlier, which was in the server.properties, it's going to be 25565. So let's run that server again and pull up Minecraft. Alright, so we have the Minecraft launcher up. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go ahead and head over to installations. I already have it here, 1.5.2, but let's say you didn't have that. You're going to go to new installation, name it whatever you want, and then you're going to find the correct version, which is 1.5.2, all the way towards the bottom. We are coming up on it. Release 1.5.2. Pretty much leave the default, so you go ahead and change that down here if you would like. But go ahead and create, and you'll be good to go. One other thing that you will have to do, so I will highlight that now. Let's go ahead and hit play. We're gonna run into an error. For whatever reason, I guess the current Java, not this error, it'd be another one. So this is the error that I was talking about. If you see that first error, just go ahead, don't hit OK, let it run through. It will eventually pop up Minecraft. I'm not sure why that happens, but this second error you cannot get past unless you change a file. So pretty much there is an options file for this Minecraft client that we had just created that we need to change. I guess the default So go to installations. Sorry, I didn't say that. Go to installations, highlight it, hit the folder. This will open up the directory of that Minecraft installation. Let's go ahead and find options.txt. Open that up. Then we want to find language. And you just want to change the US to capital US. Hit save or Control S. Close that out, and then run it one more time. Again, this first error that pops up, don't touch anything, and it will eventually launch that client up. And there we go. Now we are in our Minecraft client. Alright, so let's head over to multiplayer. We are going to add server. We'll name this Big Ray Cyber Me. Again, that address that we had found earlier using ifconfig will be 192.168.1.52. Now, if this was for a server that you were trying to expose to the internet, you will use your public IP address, and you'll have to expose that port on your router as an open port, allowing your friends to connect to this over the internet. That is not covered in this video. I am just covering how to connect to it locally on your own machine or within your network at your house. And then we want to specify the port. As you can see here, here's the port that I talked about earlier, 25565. Let's do done, and then let's click on it and join server. And here we are. Now we are in the game, and that is our custom map. I did forget to highlight one thing, so if for those that are interested in Big Ray specifically, let me just highlight what I'm talking about, or I'm just gonna walk down here. Well, I can just show it here. So none of these blocks will work currently because I don't have a certain option in the server files or the server.properties file. So let's go ahead and do that real quick so you guys could see what I mean. So if you do happen to run this exact example, you will not run into that problem. So let's vim server properties again. Let's look for command block, and we want to specify that to true. Otherwise, this map will not work, and you will be stuck there doing nothing. Alright, and then let's pull up our Minecraft one more time. Join server. Now, if we set day or set night, you can see our blocks work. Alright, so that's going to close out today's video. I just wanted to highlight how to install a custom map on Minecraft Java Edition. Today's example was the Big Ray, the Dropper map by Big Ray. It is a fun map to play with your friends. Again, like I said, this video will not show you how to expose this to the internet. It is only on a local area network. Maybe in another video we could cover that process. But that should be it for today. Let me do one more drop for you guys to show you how bad I am at this. This one's not too bad. Pretty fun though. Yeah, I died. Alright, let's close out the video. That is it for today. I hope you're able to take something away. Hopefully you can play this with your friends. And as always, never stop learning.